Welcome back to this new pixel array tutorial. Today we will create something like this. Okay, here we are now in Blender, and first of all we have to import here this plant. I get this one from TurboSquid, it's for free. I will put the link into the description for this one. Yeah, let's select this and copy and paste this one here into our scene. Let's delete here our cube and paste this one here into the scene. And yeah, I think we have to scale these two things here a little bit down. I think we will go here with something like 2 meters, something around. And let's see, material preview. It should be everything on it, so it's completely ready to use. And we have here two different, I name it, it's palm leaves or something like this. So and first of all, what I want to do is, because we want to clone these stuff with the geometry nodes later, but first of all I want to have a little kind of wind shaking or breathing in these leaves, and I want to fake this a little bit. So we add here what is it, a simple deform. Let's hide this other one. And I want to use a little bend here. I think it's a bend, so let's go here into the solid mode so I can see a little bit better the bend. And we want to go here with the y-axis, and when we are slightly changing here this angle, we can make a little breathing, windy animation. So let's do this here really quick. So we can set here our first frame or our first keyframe here to, let's set it to 50, and the next one will be maybe here on 25. Let's change this a little bit to maybe to something like 60, and now we have here a tiny animation. Maybe 60 is a little bit too much. Let's go here for 55. And then we can, you can do another keyframe. I like to add here the same keyframe. So I have here a tiny loop animation. And now when we are going here into the settings and select this one here, and pressing Shift and E, we can go and make it cyclic, and now the animation will run forever. Let's do this really quick here on the second one. And let's hit here another keyframe. Something like this. And maybe let's change this here to 40. And let's go back here and copy and paste this one. Select this one here and make it cyclic. Sometimes it doesn't work, so you have to select here these with your mouse, and I think when you're selecting this and make it cyclic, then it should work. So now maybe let's offset here the keyframes a little bit, so we are having not the same points on the same timeline. So we can offset here this a little bit, and now the two flowers have different loop animations. So I think that's okay here for now. And let's put these two things here into a new collection, which I know it's wrong, but I name it Palm now. And let's disable this one here, and we can go here and add a new plane. And let's go here to the geometry nodes now and add here a geometry node. First of all, we need an instance on points. Let's put this one here between our points. And yeah, we don't need here the geometry link, so let's get rid of this one. And we want to use today a grid. Let's put this grid into the points. And now we need a collection info. And that should be here our palm collection. Let's put this one here on instance. And now we can see here, we are having here now our palms. But these two palms are now on the same place, but we can change this when we are hitting here the separate children and yeah, pick an instance. So then every point should have only one palm tree or one whatsoever. And yeah, let's change this here to 7 and this one here to 7.5. Let's increase this one here to 16 by 8. Okay, now we can see we got a cool grid, but everything looks really even. So yeah, let's do a quick randomization by searching for a random value. Let's put this one here into the instance index, and now we can play here with some values. And now you can see here that this random value will pick randomly one of these two palm trees or whatsoever it is. Okay, the next one will be here another random value. So let's search here for another random. And now we want to go to the rotation, and now we want to rotate this one on the Z value, so that the randomness is only here, yeah, on the Z value. We can do this by searching for a combine X, Y, and Z. And let's put this random value here into the Z value, because we only want to change now the Z value. And let's put this one here into the rotation. And now we can play here with this rotation stuff. So, but I want to have a little bit of randomness in the X and the Y, but not so much, or not so high values. So we can go here with another random value and put this one here into the X and to the Y. But the max value should be not so high. So let's bring this a little bit back and maybe do something like this. Okay, that's looking cool now. And yeah, last but not least will be here another random value for the scale. Let's put this one here into the scale. And we don't want to have those tiny stuff here, but we can change this a little bit to maybe, yeah, let's go here with some 1.6 and maybe do something like this. And yeah, when we're putting this a little bit here, the X and the Y, if the density is too high, we can change this one later. Okay, let's change here the camera. As always, I want to zero the stuff out here. Let's go here for 90 and something like this. And let's go here a little bit in the back. Something like this. That is okay. So, well, let's go here with this one. Now I want to create the rectangle, which is here in these leaves now. So let's go here first of all. Yeah, we can add here a curve, Maybe you don't have all this stuff here in your curve drop down. When you're looking into the preferences and search for curve, you can add here the add curve extra objects. And then you will have all this stuff here. Yeah, I want to go here with a rectangle, and let's change this one to 3D. Let's get rid of here this stuff, and maybe enable here the points. Okay, that's the stuff. Let's go here into the top view. And I want to delete here this face because I want to have a rectangle. And let's offset this one here into the middle and put this here to 0. Yeah, and that's now our rectangle. And now we can go here into the geometry and yeah, increase here the depth. Maybe something like 0.4, and I think that's okay for now. Or maybe let's go here for 5. And yeah, that's our rectangle now. And now I want to rotate this here, something like this. And yeah, let's go here into the shading tab so we can create here a little neon texture. And first of all, we need here material neon. Today we don't use the principal BSDF. Let's get rid of this one and let's search here for emission. So, and because we are in Eevee, let's enable here this stuff: ambient occlusion, bloom, screen space, reflections, half res trace off, and edge fading. Okay, so let's add here our emission shader to the surface. So yeah, first of all, let's change here the color of the emission to maybe something like this. And now we want to go here with the Fresnel. Let's put this one here into the strength, and now you can see here we have this outline-ish, the bright outline and the darker center. And when we are changing here this stuff, it gets a little bit bigger or thinner, what you want. Now we need an invert. So the bright stuff is in the center and the darker in the outside. Now let's search here for a math node. Let's put this one here. And let's duplicate this one by pressing Shift D and putting this between, and change this one to multiply. And now when we are increasing here this stuff and playing a little bit with the other settings, we can create here a tiny neon effect. So you can play with these settings to maybe something like this. Okay, and if you have some environment or something to reflect, we can go here with a mix shader. Let's put this one between here, and now let's go here with a glossy BSDF. Put this one into this one here, into the shader, and yeah, change the roughness down. As we can see, we are having here some reflections going on our neon tube. And I think that's it for the rectangle right now. Okay, let's bring back here our plane. Let's change here the rectangle height to maybe something like this, so it looks a little bit out of our palm leaves here right now. I think that's good. And to fake a little bit the lightning from our neon light here, because we are in Eevee here and we don't have global illumination yet. I think it will come in the 3.2 version. That's what I heard about it. But we can go here into the material from our palm leaves, and let's bring down here the roughness, and so we can see here a little bit of lightning on our palm leaves. So I think that's cool here for now. Yeah, I think first of all, before we are adding the lights, we can add here volume scatter. So let's hit into the word node. I think I want to change the background to something, to something dark purple here. Now let's go that our whole scene will tint here into something purplish here. Maybe let's increase here a little bit the strength, but we can set up this a little bit later or adjust it a little bit. And now we want to add here a volume scatter. Let's put this one here into the volume. Yeah, let's bring this down here to something something grayish, and the density to 0.2 and the anisotropy to 0.83, I think. Yes. And now we can here enable our light, and I think that's looking cool here right now, but we want to change a little bit the position. Yeah, let's adjust here our light. Let's bring this to 0 and put this one down here. And bring this right behind our rectangle right now. So maybe to something like this, and let's bring here another blue purple color in our scene. Maybe do something like this. And let's see, let's enable the contact shadows. Maybe we can increase here. I think that's too much. Okay, let's leave it to 1000. And I think that's okay here for now. So, and the another thing for this scene is sunlight. So let's go here and bring sunlight into our scene. Maybe let's disable this one here. We can go here, light, sunlight. Okay, and let's change the color to something bluish. Something like this is cool. And yeah, let's change here the strength to 4. We want to have some contact shadows. And yeah, let's bring here the position. Well, let's change here the position a little bit to angle of 66. And now we want to go here into the to the object properties and change the rotation to 90. 56. And here for minus 143. Okay, and yeah, if you like it, something like this, it's cool, but I think it's a little bit too foggy here right now, so we can go in and bring the volume right down. So maybe to something like this. So we are having here a little tiny foggy corner, and the rest of the scene gets here a cool rim light. And yeah, the last one, or the last thing what I want to do is only to duplicate here. Let's go here into the solid mode, select here our geometry plane, Shift D to duplicate. Now we want to bring back this a little bit and put this one a little bit up. So we're having now some some of these cool plants here in the background. Maybe let's go a little bit up so that we're having a little bit of space. And when we want to change here the another plane with the geometry nodes, because I want to spread this a little bit in the background, so we can go here and select this plane, duplicate this one, and change the size a little bit. Maybe let's put this one more up. So now we're having here this cool tropical tropical neon scene. Let's go here and render this one out, and here we go. That was this tutorial, and if you like some neon sci-fi stuff, check out my channel or check out my next tutorial. See you there, and bye bye.